Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rumboys Fantasy Network. I am your host, Robbie J. Today I'm joined with the host of Clock Management Fantasy Football, one of the partner channels of the Rumboys Fantasy Network. Justin, what is going on, brother?
Just enjoying this coffee, waiting for another 49er win.
Yeah, man. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboys and girls. What it do, dilly. It would be nice if my Redskins could pull something else today, but we're playing the Lions. I doubt it.
Yeah, I just thought Vernon Davis I think I saw he's out on IR actually.
Yeah, he's out. He's out on IR. Josh Norman is a health scratch for today.
Dang.
Yes. So let's kind of go ahead and first start off with pretty much all the tweets within the last couple of hours or so. First things first, we're actually gonna start off with George Kittle, 49ers tight end George Kittle. Let's see here. I believe that he should be healthy from what I was reading, despite there still being some tenderness and soreness in that ankle. What do you think surrounding that?
Yeah, I mean, George Kittle's a beast. So I mean, fantasy-wise, you got to play him. He's not going to be 100%, but George Kittle at 80% is better than 99% of the tight ends in the NFL. So,
big facts. Wildchild 88. Thank you for joining us here on Sportscaster. Zach, I see a CPO athlete. Let's see here. Leafs defense. What is good?
Zach, real quick, Zach, I'm going with Kittle out of Kittle and Ertz. Green Bay's defense is actually one of the worst defenses in the NFL, which I didn't know until I started looking into the stats the other day. So I'm going with them. I expect them to find the end zone.
Okay, so you're picking Kittle over Ertz, you said?
Yeah,
I'm picking Kittle over Ertz as well. There's just too much Dallas Goedert action that happens there in Philadelphia to me trust Ertz right now this year. Also with that, so George Kittle is expected to play. Wide receiver Deebo Samuel is listed as questionable with a shoulder injury. He's also expected to play.
Yeah.
So just really quick, I want to add something with Deebo Samuel. He's had back-to-back weeks of 100-yard games. This is a guy I feel like you guys can probably trust. If you need a flex play, I absolutely positively have no problems encouraging folks to go and get Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, I mean, temper your expectations on this one, though, because he also, both those weeks, George Kittle and Emmanuel Sanders is out. He's a solid guy, but there are going to be other mouths to feed this week compared to before when it was just Pettis who doesn't know how to catch a ball. Yeah. So just temper those expectations. Still a good flex play, but he's not going to put up wide receiver 1 numbers this week.
Amen. By the way, I like the cap jersey, brother.
Yeah, I got in a debate with someone about him yesterday, and I was like, all right, I'm wearing the jersey.
I feel it. I've been getting in debates all week about it, so trust me, I agree.
Oh, man, it was some person who I barely know, and they were like they're like, you're just uneducated on football, because they're trying to tell me he wasn't talented enough to play, which was great because on my phone I had Alexander Madison personally thanking me by name for all the support and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know anything about football.
Like, yeah. Like, come on, bro. I believe me, I 100% completely get it. I get that. I'm like, so did you sit down with 40 rookies? No, I don't think so.
I'm still super jealous about that. You killed that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Does Adam Rank come on your show? No, sit down. Let's see. It is now iffy if the Eagles will have Alshon Jeffrey against the Seahawks, which means they could be without him. Nelson Aguilar and Jordan Howard are gonna be probably more a focus in that offense.
Alshon officially ruled out just now.
Alshon officially ruled out just now. Yep.
So
Jordan Howard. Yep, and Nelson Aguilar.
Ooh, it's gonna be a brutal game.
Damn, Sheffy with back-to-back tweets. One minute it was like, yeah, these two, and then it was like, nope. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Josh Norman is now active all of a sudden. He was inactive. Now all of a sudden he is active.
He changed his mind.
They changed their minds, I'm assuming. So I think those are pretty much the main ones that I have. Unless
Tom Brady is active. I mean, I know we said that we expected him to play. They kept listing him as questionable, but he is playing. A big one for the Seahawks on defense, Ladavius Clowney out. He's inactive, so I mean that's going to hurt them on defense quite a bit. He's really at a surge. And Luke Wilson is out. For the Seahawks tight end. I think this is great for Hollister. If you're playing Hollister, which I have talked about, this just bolsters that because he's going to be in there more plays now.
And right when you just mentioned Hollister, Ryan Griffin or Hollister, who are you riding with today?
I'm still going with Griffin in this, though. We talked about this actually on our show. The last one we did. All three of us went with. I call him RG1. I got to go with him. He's just been more. Reliable throughout the season. I love Hollister. I think that he's got a great setup for success there, but Griffin's been doing it, so got to go with that.
I agree. I'm a rock with Griffin there as well. SPFFA. He also did just recently get an extension, so I believe. So that's the guy that you could that you could rock with, especially knowing that he just got paid. Let's see here. Also, players that are out as well. So for today, you will have Juju Smith-Schuster out, James Conner, Matthew Stafford, Frank Ragnow, Vernon Davis. Earlier we mentioned Lane Johnson, Ty Neske, Devontae Freeman, Austin Hooper, Evan Ingram, Rhett Ellison, Adam Shaheen, AJ Green, Olivier Vernon, Leighton Vander Esch, D Ford, Joe Staley. So the ones that are mainly going to be impacting you guys are Freeman, Hooper, Ingram, maybe Ellison, probably not. Juju and James Conner. And Stafford. So those are the ones that are going to be affecting you guys. And let's see here. Yep. All righty. So yeah, that's the full list that I got for players that are out today.
Yeah, I see some. Yeah, there's a bunch of other ones that shouldn't affect any fantasy values, so nothing to be concerned with.
Let's see here. CMC or Kamara. Always CMC. You should be putting them both in together.
Yeah, start both of them. But if for some reason you're in a one running back league or something, I don't know why you'd be choosing between them, but CMC is always the answer every time.
Yeah, that was a weird question. Let's see here, Chris Conley or John Brown.
This is an easy John Brown for me. I love me some John Brown.
Yeah, I'm gonna go John Brown there as well. Once again, I mean, I'm just such a big truther on John Brown this year for the Bills that it's gonna be pretty hard for me to like pit someone against him. So let's see, is weather a factor for a Crowder this week? So I am taking a look. It is 42 and rainy. Okay. We do have to consider that Sam Darnold is still the quarterback. I feel like it could possibly very well be a factor.
Yeah, the bigger factor to me is the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather isn't ideal, but you should still be able to play in the rain. The bigger problem is just the Jets moving the ball. I'm more worried about that than I am about the weather there. But I still like Crowder. In a 12-man league or so, he's a solid flex play.
I agree. What is good, Fantasy Football Peacock? What is good, Miles? Make sure you guys head to runboys.com. He writes great Houston Texans articles. Amazing content that comes out of that department there.
Then I fully expect him to comment on my last video so you can get entered to win that DeAndre Hopkins jersey.
There we go. I like that. Yes, make sure that you guys are subscribed to Clock Management Fantasy Football. They're available, and you can find them in our featured channels portion. Cooper Kupp or DK?
Oh, I like this one. Man, this kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Me and Perry had a bet at the beginning of the season on between Alshon Jeffrey and Cooper Kupp. I took Kupp. I really like him this year, but I'm going with DK this week. I'm expecting Lockett to be a little bit limited, and he may not be as fast as he normally is, may not be as quick off of breaks. And with all of that considered, DK may see a few more targets and may get a few more red zone targets. And he's already leading, I think he's third actually in the NFL for red zone targets.
Are they red zone targets or rum zone targets?
Right now they're rum zone targets. Well, give me another hour. It's a little early.
Hey, another hour. Really quick question. I know that we mainly cover fantasy football. I mean, but let's face it. There's money involved in fantasy football, and if there's money somehow involved, we're gonna cover it. So with that being said, I was taking a look at the lines this morning, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that the line for the Seahawks-Eagles game is even? What the hell is up with that? Is Vegas drunk or something?
Yeah, they have to be. So personally, I don't like to gamble. My wife is. She's actually from Vegas, and we go there, and she's like, I don't know how you ever come to Vegas because you don't gamble, but I would be willing to put money on that game.
Right. It really doesn't make sense to me.
No, there's so much hype around the Eagles. I don't understand where it all comes from.
Exactly. With that being said, for you guys out there, that if you do just so happen to decide to place money on that game, let's take Seahawks. I'm gonna say Seahawks by 10, maybe 9-10 there. I don't see the Eagles playing them within one TD.
And Alshon Jeffrey's out.
Exactly. Yeah, I just don't see it. I can't believe they have not updated that yet.
Yeah, Jordan Howard's out.
Yeah, none of that makes sense. Go home, Vegas. You're drunk.
Yeah, I get Clowney's out, but Seahawks haven't been winning on the back of their defense.
Exactly.
Russell Wilson's healthy. All right, yeah, they're going to win.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win. Let's see. Should I be worried for the Browns defense to struggle with Miles out and a couple other people suspended?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Also, you should be worried because they're the Browns. They have a decent defense, but I mean, when you lose a couple key players and have a few players suspended, you're going to do worse. I get everyone's like, oh, it's the next man up. Yeah, but if it was that easy, then you wouldn't be paying that guy millions of dollars. There's a reason you bring those people in. I get that the next guy is supposed to be able to fill in for that position, but obviously he's not as good, which is what the question is. So yeah, they're going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to address it because this person keeps typing in the chat. Marlon, this is how I know that you don't play fantasy football, brother. Sam Darnold or AJ Green. So first off, you can't do that.
Yeah, maybe you're in a super flex, but still AJ Green's not playing. So
go back to sleep, buddy. Go back to sleep and wake back up right before kickoff.
Yeah, go ahead and drop AJ Green. Pick up literally anyone else, and that's a better option.
Oh my God. That's one that hurts your head early in the morning. Patriots defense or 49ers defense. So first off, if you have both,
I hate you.
Yeah, you're playing against some really terrible people. Second, why are you rostering two defenses? Third, does it matter?
Yeah, really? I'm flipping a coin. What was it? Did you see the coin toss with the 49ers with the Seahawks?
Oh yeah, the Hales.
The Hales, yeah, I'm going with Hales. So flip a coin, call Hales, and throw one of them in there.
With that being said, would you go Browns defense or Seahawks defense? You know, that's a very, very, very interesting question.
I like that one a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta figure the Browns are playing Miami.
Yeah,
Miami has 2 wins lately, and suddenly I figured out how to use Devontae Parker. I don't know if I'm probably sitting back right now with no Myles Garrett on that front line, saying, "Hey, let's run out there with the Browns."
But also Seahawks are down their biggest pass rusher.
Yep. In Clowney. So I mean, you might as well take the safest bet there and go with the Browns. But just remember that the Browns do suck this year. So if their defense gets torched by Miami, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Browns here because, as I said, Seattle hasn't been winning on the back of their defense like previous years. So there's going to be points scored in that game. Most of them by Seattle, but both teams are going to score points. And at least in the Browns-Dolphins games, both offenses are inept enough to not score a lot. So,
Ice Rose, thank you for joining the stream. I like this one here. I don't know. First off, before I answer this one, you're so lucky that it is our jobs to make sure that we give fantasy football advice. Because for you, Dende, we're in a league together, and I should not be doing it.
I'll still answer it.
Terrell Williams or Allen Robinson? Look, here's the thing with Allen Robinson, okay? Doesn't matter who's back there at quarterback, whether it's Trubisky or Daniels. That's the only damn receiver that they got. Somehow, some way in that unwell coached Matt Nagy offense, that he still finds a way to get points. Terrell Williams and the Raiders, they're going to be taking on the Jets. The Jets have no corners, so I'm going to roll with Terrell Williams. But I mean, don't be surprised if Rob is there on your bench and he puts up some points as well.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. I like both these guys, but yeah, I'm going to go with Tyrell Williams because, again, despite what Matt Nagy says, he is an idiot.
Oh yeah, he's very much so. What's going on, Spurs? Spurs with Aiden and Dick for Cavs. Thank you guys for joining. Dude, that's one.
Oh, real quick, I'm a break us between some fantasy stuff. Did you hear someone just talk about Jason Garrett? They're talking about if he leaves Dallas this year, his ideal landing position is the Giants.
Yeah, that was.
Poor Danny Dimes.
I laughed. The hell, Danny Dimes just gonna be stuck there getting clapped at all damn day.
He's gonna be making dimes. He doesn't want to pay the quarterback.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It is so bad with that whole situation.
Oh wow.
The, the, the NFC East, really quick before we get into this next fantasy question here by Jake the Dream. The NFC East this year is trash. I usually have this argument when people like to argue, the toughest division. And my argument is usually, hey, we're the only ones where every team has a Lombardi. That doesn't happen anywhere else. So historically, we've been the most competitive. Now, we're all dog shit. Like even the Cowboys record, it's like you don't look nice. You look like a one and done playoff team. It's bad. It's all bad, and they're still clearly in they're still. I don't even know if they're in rebuild or still building. It's just
a stagnant mode.
Yeah, just stagnant. Yeah, they're gonna be like remember when the Bengals, they would constantly make the playoffs just not do a damn thing. Couldn't go far. It was just bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Pick one: Corey Davis, Renfro, or Mostert.
Oh, I'm trying to remember if is Matt Breida playing this week? I'm thinking no. Yeah,
Breida's out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So to me, this one is actually between Renfro and Mostert. I'm gonna go Mostert could have a good week, or he could put up 4 points for you. So I'm going with Renfro here. He actually has been more involved in the offense as of late. So I'm going with him. I'm not happy about this one. And Corey Davis, he might have 17, 16 points, something like that, but he's a lot more likely to have 1 point.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Renfro as well. It's just to me the obvious choice. We don't know exactly enough what the touch count is going to look like with for Mostert.
Yeah, that's the only thing with Mostert is will he find the end zone?
Exactly. I don't want to rely on that. And then Corey Davis is just I can't think of a situation where I would be like, yeah, go pick Corey Davis. So
I do have 2 autographed Corey Davis jerseys. I'm waiting for him to explode so I could do a giveaway on those. But I've been waiting 3 seasons at this point.
You're better off finding a Titans fan. I think I might know a Titans fan that might take that off. I promise you. I'm so serious that I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Corey Davis truther. I really liked him coming out of college, and he was not what I expected him to be in the NFL. So anytime that Corey Davis is brought up on the show, you can automatically expect that I'm going to rag on him.
Oh yeah, me and Perry always joke about how this year is Corey Davis's breakout year every year.
There's always a fantasy analyst out there somewhere that is like, this is the year. This is the year. They do the same thing with him and Kenny and Drake. It's awful.
Yeah.
Full PPR, Devontae Parker or Jacob Hollister at flex. This one from Mugasa Saipel.
Man, this is real tough for me because I love me some Hollister, but as we were just talking, Parker's definitely finding himself involved in the offense there. So, and they've learned that they have an offense recently. So, man, I think I'm going with Hollister though. I think you could. I think you're going to see some touchdowns there. Most importantly, when Russell Wilson gets into the run zone, he likes to look for that tight end position. He scrambles around in the backfield and then just tosses one just to a dude sitting in the middle of the field wide open. So.
Hell yeah. There's no way that I could disagree with that take. Devontae Parker with me is kind of similar to the whole Corey Davis situation that we were just talking about. That's another one where I'm not going to be that guy. I'd rather be that guy that suggests that you don't play him, and then there's just that one or 2 weeks out of the whole 16 game season that he goes off and I just fit the whole season fuck this guy, And that's kind of where I'm at in regards to Parker. I mean, he's on the Dolphins. Denzel Ward is so much more physical than Parker, and that's going to be a serious problem. So with that being said, there's just a secondary suit is going to be too much for Parker. Let's see here. We got Kaval Patel, Baker, or Wentz.
Yeah, this one I like this one just because like I do talk bad about the Browns quite a bit. I've noticed, but I'm going to tell you go with Baker here. He's got the easier matchup, and I think that he is one of those matchup dependent players. That's why I talk bad about him so much, because when he has a good matchup, he doesn't perform, or a bad matchup, he doesn't perform, and he looks like a really bad quarterback. But when he has a good matchup, he looks like an amazing quarterback, and he puts up fantasy numbers for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Baker on this one. Wentz, I'm not even sold on being a good quarterback.
I completely agree with you. By the way, shout out to Lewis Riddick. Me ripping you has for Carson Wentz MVP has aged so well. So well. I will gladly take that debate any day. But I mean, I have a feeling that Wentz is going to be finding himself in positions today, forcing throws, forcing the ball. Maybe this actually, kind of just to touch on the whole Eagles game from a fantasy standpoint, with there being no Alshon Jeffrey, no Jordan Howard, no Nelson Aguilar, maybe we do see a lot more Ertz today. So maybe today is the breakout day for Ertz, but at the end of the day, it's still not going to be enough for Wentz. All of his weapons are banged up, so I'm gonna go with who has all their weapons healthy out there, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and also I think you could see a huge game from Jarvis Landry this week.
Yeah, I think this is a Landry game, especially with him being back in Miami. Joe Mixon or Mark Ingram?
Mark Ingram, always Mark Ingram.
Yeah, you guys know that I've told you that Mixon's not good. You guys know that I told you that.
I don't even so I don't think that he's a horrible player. He's a decent player, but he is on a horrible team, and a running back behind a horrible offensive line is not good unless your name is Barry Sanders.
That absolutely. By the way, you know my love for football history. I like that you just went with the old school reference right there. Kids, do your homework. Go do some studying. Learn who Barry Sanders is. And if you don't know, then your parents need to show you the film. Russell Wilson or Jimmy G?
Oh man. This hurts. I don't want to answer this question. It's obviously Russell Wilson, but I I don't want to say I'm wearing a 49er jersey. I got Jerry Rice back here behind me. I got my 49ers coffee cup, my 49er shorts on. Why you guys do this to me?
Oh, bro, I feel it. I love when there's always, a Cowboy start and sit scenario. And I'm like, damn, I really got to answer this. I gotta go with Dangerous. Like the fact that first off, Russell Wilson is just so amazing right now. The fact that this man's helmet can go out, he can still call plays and run the offense on the field like nothing bothers him. He extends plays with his legs. The dude can literally get done playing for 3 hours on a field, dealing with a game that is like literally being in an hour-long car crash, and gets off the field and then still shoots a podcast for you guys. Like, the dude's amazing.
And what drives me crazy watching him play from a 49er fan perspective is like he gets back there and they put pressure on him. He runs around dodging everything, and he's back there for a full probably he has 45 seconds to throw the ball every play. It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely insane. Edit 718. What is going on? If you're new, man, by the way, anyone that is new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channels, both Clock Management and the Run Boys Fantasy Network. Miles Sanders or Ronald Jones, full PPR.
I like Miles Sanders personally this week, especially with Howard being out. I know they just brought back in Ajay, but I mean, there's a reason why he wasn't on a team. So I think they're going to finally, they're not going to fully commit to Sanders because the Eagles don't do that. But he's going to see an increase in carries, and he can catch the ball too. He's capable of that. He's one of the more well-rounded rookie running backs this year. So, I got to go with him. He's on a better offense. Even with me talking crap about Wentz, that's a better offense. So,
absolutely. I like. First off, I like that I've had the ability to. It's pretty fulfilling whenever I get to mention players that we sat down and we spoke with. And last time it was Renfro. This time we're talking about Miles Sanders. I think that this kid is a whole lot better than what everyone else in the media is giving him credit for. I'm rolling with Miles as well. Nothing against Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones has definitely proven that he's taken over that backfield. But like Justin said, it overall it is a better offense. The weather up in the Northeast today, it sounds like it's going to be pretty shitty all around. It's 41 degrees there, but okay, so it's clear skies in Philly. Yeah, let's rock with Miles Sanders, bro.
I know what you mean, because every time someone brings up Alexander Madison, I get excited, I'm like, I talked to him, but then it's not fair because you've talked to all of them.
Dude, but still, that's that 6 degrees of separation right there. I mean, I interviewed Madison, and you had gotten to talk to him, and now that all somehow links you back with the Rumblers. That's the universe is crazy, man. The universe is crazy. Let's see here, Buffalo or Ravens defense. Ooh, I like both of these defenses a whole lot.
Yeah, remind me who they're playing though. Buffalo is. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it up right now. I should know this, but I don't.
Buffalo's playing the Broncos.
Oh,
Buffalo. But Buffalo struggles at Buffalo too.
Yeah, which they shouldn't. And the Ravens are playing the Rams. Rams aren't the crazy offense they were last year, but I'm still going with Buffalo. They have a legit defense. I think that's actually going to be a defensive struggle game. So they're both going to be going defense, stopping or offensive struggle game with the defenses dictating the pace.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. You got to go with when it comes to pick a defense, who's going to probably put up less points, and that'll probably be the Broncos. Offense will put up less points against the Bills defense. So I'm rolling with the Bills as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joe Flacco's not back there. Otherwise, you might get a few turnovers as well from him.
Yeah, that is very true. By the way, that game is the battle of the Allens.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yep, I'm going with Josh.
Yeah, and then the winner of that one's got to face the Panthers. Get the last Allen in there.
Kyle Allen.
Yeah, get Kyle Allen in there. That way you can they can figure out who the top Allen is. There can only be one.
There can only be one. Red Iron Heights, we just gave you guys your next episode. I can't take this comment that I just saw.
What? Which one?
So Zach asked, is Dak mobile? I would take Dak over Brady at me. You must not be trying to get Super Bowls, is what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I need some back. Are you talking about for fantasy relevance? Are you talking about for like an actual team?
I think he's talking about real life and an actual team. I think he's talking real football because the first question was, is Dak mobile?
Yeah, I mean, Dak can move. I mean, he's not like the most mobile. He's not a good mobile quarterback, but he's capable of moving.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady, if it's an actual NFL team, you're going Tom Brady. Like, I don't know how that's even a question.
Some people's kids, bro. Some people's kids.
One of my best friends is a diehard Cowboys fan, and he would choose Tom Brady in that.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone would. I am trying to let me check some. Okay, so really quick, if you're needing to maybe move some things around for those Eagles receivers, dude, they literally have every single person in there that cannot catch a ball. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, which last time we saw him, he was 3 for 6. Greg Ward, Matt Collins, and Jordan Matthews. Yo, Vegas, you have to update this spread. That can't be that. You cannot have this game even. Dude, this is insane. Dude, they moved it. They moved it from even to 1.5.
They heard you.
Oh my gosh.
You got to be more specific.
Yep, they're drunk. They're drunk. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's all of the final last minute actives and inactives. Okay. Do you have any? Do you let's see, start Debo or Bo Scarborough for flex?
I'm Debo. I'm not trusting the Russian roulette that is the Detroit backfield.
Exactly. No, I'm absolutely positively with it. Oh my God. Fucking Rex Ryan put an NFL Sunday countdown tattoo on his arm.
Oh my God. Thank you. You just helped me with my news no one cares about for Monday.
I got you, bro. It's a fake tattoo, but it's hilarious. And the fact that he is there in like a regular shirt, like he's there on the panel in a regular t-shirt, no suit, no nothing.
The fact that he's there.
Amen. But yes, Rag Evolution, Debo Samuel. We cannot trust the Russian roulette of the Lions backfield. I can almost guarantee you that there are people that went out there and blew a bunch of a fat budget to go get Bo Scarborough and watch him probably not like put up the same numbers as he did last week. Like watch last week be a fluke.
Yeah, that's exactly because I mean, everyone was talking about who was it, Ty Johnson there before, and like you just don't know whose week it is. They could, I mean, it could be the third string running backs too. Like you just don't know. They're going to rotate running backs there. Debo, even with those other targets leaving with the wide receivers coming back, he's still going to see targets. You know he's going to. You still know what you're getting from him. So I'm taking that known quantity over the unknown.
Yeah, and also with that as well, the Lions' best weapon right now is the fact that coordinators cannot plan for one specific back or like one specific style of play. Their best weapon right now is the fact that because so many people are banged up and injured and constantly keep getting banged up and injured, is that you don't know exactly who or what you're game planning for. So I don't think that they kind of lean heavily on Scarborough the same way they did last week. Let's see here. My Raiders, Tyrell Williams or DJ Moore?
I'm going DJ Moore here. DJ Moore, like if you go to his stat line over the last 5 weeks, it's incredible. His targets, his catches. He's like, if you have a dynasty league, you need to go get him.
Yeah.
And if you have a I mean, your trade deadline's probably passed if you're in a redraft, but you should also go get him if it hasn't. He's a huge, valuable player right now that people just don't have valued where he should be.
I agree. I believe he is. I think I just saw like he was like number 1 in targets last week.
Yeah, I want to say he's number 1 in targets over like the last, like if you total the last 3 or 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Yeah, I gotta go DJ Moore in that scenario. So we will take one final question.
I still got to set my lineup.
Yeah, my lineup. Who do we think will make the Super Bowl? I don't want to lock in a prediction like right now because of how early it is. But I will tell you what I think will make good TV. And what I think, my combination, I think they'll make good headlines for us, as reporters. I think that covering a Seattle versus Baltimore would be very entertaining. I think that would be big ratings. And then also, I think that a Drew Brees versus Tom Brady going away game would also be big headlines as well.
Yeah, I mean, I love the storylines for those. What if I had to predict it, or if I'm a little bit biased. I'm going with the 49ers from NFC. AFC, I want to see the Ravens. I think they can do it. Their biggest competition's going to be the Chiefs if Mahomes is healthy, and I want to. I hope the Ravens can do it, make it there, and we can get a rematch of that Super Bowl a few years ago.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see personally. But I also think that the Ravens are going to win that Super Bowl if that happens, because 49ers struggle against mobile quarterbacks. So, oh my God! Speaking of, someone keeps arguing with me that Aaron Rodgers is a mobile quarterback.
No, what? No.
Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, 49ers struggle. He's like, oh yeah, that's why you guys are going to lose against Green Bay. I'm like, do they have a new quarterback? He's like, no, Aaron Rodgers is mobile. I'm like, no, he's not.
That is a classic. That's when you insert Stephen A's voice. Stay off the weed, man. I can't believe that someone would really want to state that.
Yeah, he's mobile like Dak Prescott.
Oh my God. Let's see here. KTM asks what exactly is Sportscaster? Sportscaster is so the gaming community, they have Twitch, right? For the sports community, it's pretty much just a streaming platform, except for sports guys. So whenever I'm covering live play-by-plays and stuff like that of games, YouTube usually has about a 15-second delay. Well, on Sportscaster, it's going to be up to the minute. It's going to be, up to date with your TV. So, I'm kind of, almost practically synced up with you.
Yeah, and it also helps us generate revenue to continue doing that stuff. So we appreciate it when you guys go on there and follow and subscribe and follow. So make sure you go check out Rum Boys on there and check that little box.
Absolutely. So we are about to just go ahead and wrap up here, guys. We appreciate you all for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Justin, I know you got to announce the DeAndre Hopkins jersey. You're gonna let the whole chat know about that. Let us know what we got going on.
Once again, we're giving away a autographed DeAndre Hopkins jersey. All you have to do is go to Clock Management and subscribe and comment on one of our last, probably, I think, 4 videos at this point. And each comment in each one of those videos is a separate entry. So we're giving it away. I believe it's next week now, the start of the fantasy playoffs. So at that time, you could have up to, I believe, 6 or 7 entries. So go ahead and get in there. And, that's a good chance to win if you comment on each one of those.
Exactly. So go ahead and make sure you guys get in on that competition for the DeAndre Hopkins autographed jersey. And plus, I mean, make sure, don't just go over there and comment, guys. Subscribe to their channel, watch their content. Really good, really good, thorough, intelligent content over there on Clock Management Fantasy Football between Justin and Perry. And also be on the lookout for the Clock Management merch line that's going to be coming to rumboys.com. KTM, the ranking, the leaderboard over there, that's that's how they rank, who the top streamers are over there. And that's how they rank, that's how they determine who makes what on the streaming platform in terms of monetary value. Other than that, you guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna get a new stream created for you guys. It is time for NFL Rum Zone. 7 hours of commercial-free football is about to commence. Justin, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly. I will see you guys later.